Welcome back, guys.
Well, in May this year, they left Oxford in the UK. And what else but they're Morris Oxford and have never looked back since.
That's right, and they've traveled through Europe, Algeria, Egypt, Morocco before ending up here in Asia, and all in the name of charity.
And the two adventurers hope to land in Oxford in New Zealand early next year. The Oxford2Oxford duo, Joanne Bolt and Tim Nicholson, are in the studio with us this morning to tell us about their travails, if you will.
That's
Good morning
right.
to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's made you do this?
Well, it sort of developed, really. We both fancied some time out from our jobs in London, and having decided to go travelling, Joanne came up with the idea that we should travel from Oxford in England to Oxford in New Zealand.
We both studied in Oxford, and we met there quite a long time ago. And we both have a great affinity with the place. And Oxford, New Zealand is on literally the other side of the world to Oxford, England.
That's right.
It also means that that route will actually encompass a lot of the countries that we both wanted to visit. And also we can visit a lot of the Red Cross and Red Crescent organisations en route. So it just seemed like a good idea at the beginning. Since that, it's developed immensely.
Jim, take us through your T-shirt there and where you're going really quickly.
Sure. We left Oxford in England on the 5th of May during Red Cross Week, because we're fundraising for the British Red Cross.
Very good.
And we're visiting the Red Cross and Red Crescent in each country we go to. So we then drove through France and Spain, across to North Africa, Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya and Egypt. We then shipped from Egypt to India. We drove down the west coast of India.
Did you cheat there?
Well,
Did you cheat? I mean,
it's a journey across the world.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, we have to be careful about security.
Gotcha. So once you got to your belly button, where did you go?
Yep. From India, we actually we did a very unusual section of the journey. We travelled on a ship. Regional container lines allowed us and our car to travel on a ship to Singapore. So we shipped all the way here, and
that was just a really good way to arrive in Singapore. I mean, it was the largest port in the world, apparently.
Yes, that's right.
And so to come in on a container ship into this massive container port was really good, actually. A totally different way of arriving.
So you're taking your car everywhere you're going right now?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, why that decision?
Because that's part of the challenge. And 50 years ago, people did travel with their cars, and if they were going to travel across the world, flying wasn't really an option. But now, of course, a lot of people fly. It's much more interesting to go over land, and so part of our challenge is the driving, and the other part actually is arranging our shipping and transporting ourselves across.
And the car being the big part of your journey, you've even got a name for your car.
Absolutely. She's called Florence.
It's a she.
Absolutely.
How old is Florence?
Florence is exactly 50 years old.
to September. She was manufactured in September 1954.
Yeah, now she, what's her personality like?
She has a great character, actually, very steady and just keeps us sane.
She's a grand old lady that keeps going. She's really tough.
As one might say. Now, you picked the British Red Cross. Why?
Because we're both aware of the really good work that the British Red Cross do as part of the Red Cross as a whole. I mean, the Red Cross is the largest independent humanitarian network in the world. And we're able to visit the Red Cross or Red Crescent societies in each country we pass through. Yesterday we called in at the Singapore Red Cross. They were really friendly and helpful, and we saw some of the good work that they do. So it's like a big family that we get to meet members of the family en route.
So how do you raise money, and how much have you raised so far?
We mainly raise funds for the British Red Cross through our website, which is www.oxford2oxford.co.uk, and we encourage people to go onto that website in Britain, and they donate using their credit cards. We'll also do fundraising through presentations when we get back. Because we're not able to raise funds for the British Red Cross in other countries, because they each have their own national organisation, we actually encourage people to support their own local organisation. So here we're encouraging people to support the work of the Singapore Red Cross, and similarly across the world.
Now, what's the response been to your car? We're looking at pictures right now. Folks,
the response has been really positive.
Fabulous.
Here in Singapore, because there aren't too many classic cars, several people at traffic lights sort of look at the car and sort of completely baffled as to quite what we're doing.
Did you ever get lost on the road?
Yes, but not too badly, actually. It's been surprising. I mean, in some countries, like, for example, in North Africa, a lot of the signs, I mean, in many cases, the signs are just in Arabic, or in other places, they're in Hindi in India, and that's been a little challenging at times, but people have actually been very helpful, and generally, we've managed to find our way. Nothing too serious.
And have the folks been very friendly, you were saying? They've been supportive of what you're doing as you go along?
Yes.
Very much so, yeah.
We've met
We're
some
looking at India
incredible-
right now, and I was just wondering, you know, you're racing an elephant there, it looks like.
There was oh gosh, the amount of different things on the road. I mean, this is cows on the road, of course. Cows just stop in the middle of the road in India.
That was Bessie next to Florence, I guess, right?
Exactly. And cows are just there, and nothing will move a cow out of the road. They have absolute priority. Went past elephants on the road, monkeys, ox carts. Of course, in North Africa, it was camels on the road and deserts. So it's been quite an experience driving.
Experience or episodes that you have to tell us?
Yeah, sure. I mean, there have been so many different events that have taken place. In Morocco, we nearly got arrested because we have a video camera with us and we take footage as we travel. And Joanne was doing some filming, and unfortunately, there was a policeman in the background. He didn't like the idea of being filmed, so he called us over, stopped us filming, called his boss. We then had to go into the police station, see the chief of police. It was a bit tense at one stage.
I think he actually just wanted to go in the car. That's what it was all about.
And Morocco is not necessarily one of the safer places that one can be, so I imagine, have you guys been concerned at any one point about your safety?
Morocco was fine, actually. Getting into Algeria, I mean, actually getting into some of the countries was a bit more challenging in the sense that we had to arrange visas and permissions before we left home. So for Algeria, we had to be invited by a local person, and that invitation had to be endorsed by the government. It worked out very well, though, because he invited us to stay with his family and friends, and so we had a totally different journey. It wasn't like being there as tourists.
Well, you went through many countries, so many more to go. I can see a little halfway more, but any culture shocks along the way?
I'm not sure shocks as such, but I mean, it has been an amazing experience, meeting different nationalities, understanding a little about their history, their religions, that sort of thing. Actually, arriving in Singapore, having been in India for many weeks, it was really strange because it was so quiet on the roads and everything was so orderly. In India, with people hooting the horns the whole time, it's just such a sort of assault on your senses. Suddenly, you're coming to Singapore, everything was so quiet.
Okay,
so
on that note then, of all the countries you've been to, who are the best drivers?
Well, on each country we've been to, we thought the driving seems to get worse and worse and worse. Having come to Singapore, then it changes. So here it's certainly much better than we've experienced in some of the other
Spain and
countries.
Italy, I bet you a couple of... I didn't make it to Italy, so
No,
you
we
went
didn't-
south
didn't
to
do
Morocco.
Italy.
That's right.
Spain wasn't too bad. We were mainly on main roads there, and the roads were actually pretty good.
Okay.
But I mean, road conditions have been challenging as well in some places. Certainly not here.
Not to get the two of you to fight here, but who's the better driver?
Well, we've sort of come to an understanding about that. We both drive.
You both drive.
We both do drive, so not at the same time. And Tim's the main driver, really, because, or perhaps you ought to admit that.
Well, I think I'm a better driver than I am passenger, and therefore Joanne Joanne navigates very well. So we have a good teamwork that we work out.
Well, that's great. A good teamwork
Your
there.
gas mileage? What's your gas mileage like?
Oh, that's not so good.
Yeah, I mean fuel is quite expensive, but it's not too bad. I mean, although she's a 50-year-old car, the fuel consumption is not too bad.
About 5 miles to the gallon, or?
A bit more than that,
bit
about
more than
20, 25.
Oh, very good.
Right. So about 5 months from Oxford in England to Singapore. How much longer more do you think it will take you to get to Oxford in New Zealand?
We're now shipping the car from Singapore to Australia. P&O Ned Lloyd have very kindly given us a free crossing to Fremantle. We're now working on flights. We're hoping to try and find a sponsor to assist us with flights, preferably via Jakarta if we can, because we've been invited to go and give presentations at schools and to meet with the Red Cross in Indonesia. So we're working on that at the moment. Fingers crossed we'll find someone to help us.
Okay.
Then we go across South Australia from Perth to Adelaide to Melbourne to Sydney. We ship to North Island, New Zealand. We go down North Island to the South Island.
Okay.
To Oxford.
That'll be
Thank
about
you, Tim.
February.
February,
Joanne, as
okay.
well.
My pleasure.
So many months more
Safe
to go.
travels to both of you.
Thank you
Very
very
good
much.
luck in your journey, and hope we'll see you again next time.
Their website again is www.oxford2oxford.co.uk if you want to donate to their cause working for the British Red Cross.